The elections are over, JLP. The elections are over. Not because we get 14 more seats. God Almighty. I know I don't see the JLP celebrate. No need to be playing politics, man. Just do the work of the people, no, man. We're not telling you to do anything that is not, correct. When we say extend, the free access to the toll, it is to better the people of Jamaica. We're not telling you, we're not leading you astray, Minister Vaz. So when we see that, we say it should have been the case from day one. Imagine how much more aid could have reached the West. All we're saying, let us not be reactive. Let us be proactive so that the people of Jamaica can see better leadership. We are tired of the mediocre leadership, ladies and gentlemen. We are tired of the hurry come up leadership. We are tired of this type of government that doesn't want to be criticized. Nobody should say anything to them. Today we're even talking about just how clueless this government is operating. And I'm saying tonight, if we, the people of Jamaica, don't continue to put pressure on this government, they are going to do what they want to do. They are not a dictatorship. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me and listen to me well. Don't let anybody bully you into silence. Speak the truth. Shout it on a mountaintop. Let the people hear your voice. Speak out against incompetence. Speak out against dictatorship tendencies. Speak out against mediocre leadership. Speak out against these type of failed policies to oppress the poor. Speak out against this type of nepotism that we also see in government. Speak out against it. Because Jamaica don't belong to JLP. We, the people of Jamaica, must take a stand. And I am happy tonight that I've been looking on social media and I see some people they're rising up. I'm sure Mr. Stephen see them on social media. People are rising up. We have a voice. We must speak the truth. We must speak the truth in this season. We have to watch the money. I know they feel very uncomfortable when we tell them that you're watching the money, but you don't have a reputation for us to trust you with the money. It is like you want me to know that you stole money from me and I must give you money and close my eyes. I mustn't try and see what is happening. I have to have some form of oversight with you. You have sticky fingers. Too many scandals to count with this administration. So how must we act as if we trust you? We don't trust you. That's just the truth. You cannot rob the people of Jamaica and then expect us to trust you and say nothing and ask for oversight and ask for accountability and ask for transparency. You have built that reputation for yourselves. Don't be unreasonable. You don't have an integrity. You don't have the integrity for us to see you operating and managing billions and billions of dollars, and we don't ask for transparency and ask for receipts to be shown. Or no, we don't see a receipt for the old buses. So if you're taking the beating, take it with grace and come better next time. Let's take a break. We soon come back. We soon come back, Jamaica. We soon come back.
The holiday season is here, and PD Kitchen is turning up the flavour. Our traditional Christmas cakes are baked with love, rich, moist, and full of that classic holiday taste. And if you're ready to add some colour and creativity this year, we'll style your ham to steal the spotlight. Can't bother with the cooking this Christmas? No worries. PD Kitchen has you covered. Just say it, we'll cater it. Food with a wow. We bring the taste and the holiday cheer right to your table. So don't wait. Book early and make your celebration unforgettable with PD Kitchen. Share the love. Contact us today.
That's how we know it's Christmas time again.
Welcome to Golby Locks and Grow. We have a variety of skin and hair products that are 100% natural. Our products are developed by a certified cosmetologist located in Port Antonio. For skincare, we have body wash, body butter, body scrub, facial bars, and more. Our hair care products include powerful hair growth oils, shampoo, conditioners, hair moisturizers, and more. Visit our locations and feel free to follow us on Instagram at Golby Locks and Grow. Call us at 357-9996. Let us help you rejuvenate your natural beauty.
Blessings, blessings, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing tonight? Listen, we're having a good time over here at PDTV News Jamaica. We're having a wonderful time. Listen, we got word that Mr. Ralph lost the election. The New Democratic Party, I believe that's the name for the party. They won 9 out of 15 seats, ending the 20 plus years of reign, by Mr. Gonzalez. The people have chosen the NDP. So, yeah, there it is. It was the election that everybody was anticipating. They were waiting to see what the results would be. Let me say this, though. Let me say this. It happens. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting a call from St. Vincent. Hold on. I am getting a call from St. Vincent. Will we hear from the horse's mouth tonight? Hold on. Midday Connections. Good night. About Midday Connections. Night show me up on tonight.
Good night,
Yes.
Mr. Terry.
Talk to me.
From St. Vincent. Yes, man.
So what happened?
Yes,
Why Mr. Ralph lose?
To be truthful, why he lost the election? Why I will think the vaccine play a major role in it.
What you say?
Yes. Yeah, the vaccine play a major role in it because the teacher was taking the vaccine and some work for 20 years, 30 years and go home without nothing.
Mm-mm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the main factor. They were saying, Wicken was saying they didn't think the vaccine will play a role in it. Play a role. And come on, because and plenty people people dead from the vaccine.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
And the other thing, Mr. Perry, I always used to tell my representative, you get your ministry, yes, but you can't neglect your constituency. Because the constituency make you get a ministry. When you neglect your constituency, you're gone. Not because we love you, but we not stick up.
No.
But the people definitely want to train. They want to train. You can't neglect your constituency. Because, for instance, I'm not afraid. I'm from West St. George. And my representative, after the last election, he never come back until the 25th of August. He never come back in his stronghold. He never show his face. I said, come on, why you do that? You can't come on, you can't neglect your constituency. And when the election bell ring, you just crawl up the Minister of Education. We said, that wrong, you don't do that.
All right. Thank you so much, though, my sister. Thank you so much, though, for sharing. All right? We'll talk.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is from St. Vincent. Something about the vaccine and some of the MPs not showing up. That reminds me so much of some of the politicians out here. Some of the politicians not showing up in some of these areas that were affected by Hurricane Melissa. I wonder if that is going to happen in Jamaica as well, Ishmael. I wonder if we're going to see an end to a... Oh, Lord of mercy. Well, I hear that Mr. Ralph was a good person, you know. I heard that he did some revolutionary things in St. Vincent. But there is a time and a season for everything.
Learn to leave the room.
Yes, you hear Mr. Steven, read the room. I hear somebody say, Andrew, next in the chat, ball out tonight. Somebody...
Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland.
I hear somebody say, somebody else's time is coming. Well, I'll be here to live and see that by the grace of our Lord. I hear somebody say another prime minister will experience the end because them not reading the room. Them not reading the room. As a matter of fact, I know for sure that Minister Vaz cannot see the word revival and call it. So I know some of them cannot read the room for true. I hear somebody say the next election. All right, you know what? Let her leave it there. JPS says that 77% of the customers' light is restored. Now I'm asking tonight, which 77%? I want to know, because these are the questions, that were being asked. These are the questions that were being asked. Is this a true reflection of the persons in the West, or is this just the overall? I'm trying to figure out, when you say 77%, is that number a true reflection? No, let me say this to JPS. I know you guys wouldn't mind an extension of that monopoly that you have going on in the country. But don't come and give us fluffed up numbers now. Because a lot of persons, a lot of places are still in darkness. And the questions were asked by Dr. Dayton Campbell in Parliament recently. When we hear these numbers of light being restored, do we include persons outside of the most damaged areas? Or is it the number that reflects those in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, other places in the heavy hit areas? I'm asking the question because these are the questions that the people are asking. How do we differentiate between those who were heavily affected in the areas that were really ravaged by Hurricane Melissa, right? Versus just customers overall who just never have light, or yes, they got a little hit by the hurricane, but it was just enough to pull down a few light poles. Who is included in the 77%? That is what I am asking tonight. It is an important question because the people are not seeing that being reflected in their lived experience. Who is getting back the light? The opposition leader asked, with 150 million US being given to JPS, that can only restore some of the electricity. Who will be prioritized when the electricity is going to be restored? How will we be sure that this government will not prioritize places that support the government? I am asking these questions because these are the questions that I hear people asking on the ground. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am just regurgitating what I hear on the ground. And these are the questions that are not being answered. Who will be prioritized? Is there a priority list? I was reading something last night, and I am saying, when we do these type of operations, it is the government in tandem with institutions like JPS that will have the final say as to who will benefit first. And I am saying it is a question that must be asked. It might ruffle some feathers. It might cause some person to dislike the people who ask these questions. But these are the questions that we must ask. Who will be prioritized? Who will get the light in that short space of time? They said by what? January, February? Who will be getting the light? Where will be getting the light? Is the 77% inclusive of the customers who were heavily affected in parts of the West? Those are the conversations that we must have. Those are the conversations that we must have. But speaking about private entities such as JPS, did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that the private sector is taking matters into their own hands? Did you know that the private sector is taking matters into their own hands? I believe they have accepted that the government has failed. I've said it. I called it already. I said it, that the government has failed where this hurricane relief is concerned. Prove me wrong. They have failed miserably. So much so that the private sector of Jamaica is encouraging their fellow colleagues to take matters into their own hands and tackle this issue of relief and bouncing back. The PS, the private sector, have realized that the government has been so slow to the point where they are willing to take matters into their own hand. Ishmael, do you have that to put up? They're asking their colleagues to band together and to relieve the people because the government has been moving too slow. How do we know this? Because even ADPEM have a budget that has not been touched. I tell chairman, urge this private sector to lead. Them not saying contribute. I wonder if persons hear what I'm saying tonight. They're not saying let us contribute to the relief effort of the government. The private sector is saying it is time for us to lead it because the government has failed. And you labor rights want to tell me tonight that the government deserves a standing ovation for what? You want to tell me that the government of Jamaica is demonstrating a world-leading response when the private sector have to come out and say, it's better we lead it because if we don't do something about it, more people will perish before our very eyes. A month. I told myself I was going to calm down tonight, man. I don't want to act up myself tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But a month since Hurricane Melissa. It's a shame and a disgrace where even the private sector wrote a letter to the Prime Minister. Lest we forget, the private sector wrote a letter to the Prime Minister outlining recommendations and the facts as to why they believe that the response has been slow. Now we have reached a place, ladies and gentlemen, where the private sector is saying, we must lead this. If we don't take the reins of this.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News Evening Highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.